Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk about the Sabbat Yule. So Yule takes place December 20th to December 23rd. It's also known as the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere. Solstice night is the longest night of the year. It celebrates the rebirth of the Oak King, or the sun god. And from solstice night forward, the days become longer than the nights. Some symbols of Yule are Yule logs, wreaths, evergreen, bows, holly, mistletoe, gold pillar candles, baskets of clove-studded fruits, simmering pots of wassail, and poinsettias. Some herbs of Yule: bayberry, blessed thistle, evergreen, frankincense, holly, laurel, mistletoe, oak, pine, sage, and yellow cedar. Incense that would be used during Yule: pine, cedar, bayberry, and cinnamon. Some colors of Yule are red, green, gold, white, silver, yellow, and orange. The stones of Yule: rubies, bloodstones, garnets, emeralds, and diamonds. And now to the fun stuff, the celebrations. So this is what everybody does to celebrate Yule. This might not be everything. This is just what I found and what I personally am interested in doing to celebrate Yule. So if you have any other things that you do, please put them in the comments down below. So a Yule tree, just like a Christmas tree kind of, is something that a lot of people do for Yule. A Yule tree might also be called a tree of life. And originally trees were not cut down, they were just decorated outside. Yule trees are typically decorated with stuff that represents the sun and the moon. Departed loved ones may also be represented in ornaments if there's a picture of them or something. A lot of times popcorn and stringed cranberries were strung across the tree, and this was typically done outside so the wild animals could eat the popcorn and the cranberries, but some people still do it inside. And it is a wonderful way to give back to nature if you have an outside Yule tree, because then the animals will eat the popcorn and the cranberries. The birds, the squirrels. A bell can be added to the top of the tree to call attention to the moon goddess. And the tree topper really doesn't matter all too much. It could be the bell, or it could be the pentacle symbol, which is just the star to represent the 5 elements. Gift giving is now common, but back in the day it wasn't as common because the Yule tree was more so things strung across it, like the popcorn and cranberries. They were for the god and the goddess. They were offerings for them, gifts for them. We didn't really receive any gifts back, but nowadays we do, because you can actually give your friends and family gifts that they're going to need throughout the next year, because Yule is very close to New Year's, so it's a great time to do that. But yeah, gift giving was not always a thing. Wassailing is when carolers would go door to door and sing, holding up wassail cups, so they could be rewarded with a drink or a dessert or something like that, like a fruit cake or something. Decorating the house is another thing a lot of people do. They can decorate it with holly, ivy, mistletoe. A sprig of holly is also put above doors, not like mistletoe to make a Christmas kiss happen or whatever, but holly on top of doors is an invitation for good fortune. A Yule log is also another common thing. It's a log of cedar, spruce, evergreen, or pine. It has to be given as a gift or taken from your own land, because it's considered bad luck to buy the log. And trees that don't lose their leaves or their pine needles during the winter, they're considered to represent immortality, which is why they are used in this ritual when you take the log and you burn it. But before you can burn the log has to be decorated in greenery, apple cider, ale, and be sprinkled with flour. And you can even add coins on top, so the fire will kind of melt them, and then you can give them to children after as like a little keepsake. So then you're supposed to let the Yule log smolder for 12 days, and then the ashes can be collected and kept in a small container, and you can use them as fertilizer, spread them over your plants. Field, if you have a field, if you're on a farm or something, because it's supposed to be good luck for the upcoming crop. And if there's a piece of the log left over, it can be kept for next year's Yule, and it can be added to the fire. And another form of the Yule log is with candles. So what they do is they cut the log horizontally, they drill 3 holes in it for candles to sit into, and the candles can be any of the colors that correspond to Yule. And the log will be decorated just like the one you put in the fire, only this one will be placed on the dinner table And the most modern way of doing the Yule log is to just make a Yule cake or buy a Yule cake, although buying the log's bad luck, so make your own. Or gift it to somebody else. There's some really cool Yule logs out there to make, so just look up some ideas. So some of the recipes you can make during Yule time to celebrate Yule are, of course, the Yule log cake, wassail, snowball cookies, twisted bread. In particular, you can make certain shapes. So in this case, my recipe is a twisted Yule star. So you just twist the bread with jam and stuff inside of it, and it kind of makes it look really cool when you cook it. But you can also do many other shapes. And the last recipe, which is more of a dinner recipe, is creamy butternut squash linguine with fried sage. And those are the only recipes I have. But I will definitely be making these recipes, I'm hoping this year, because, you know, I'm in my first apartment and everything, so it might be easier to record. So starting probably Yule, I will begin making some recipes. So stay tuned for that in the future. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned some things. Please let me know what you do for celebrations for Yule in the comments below, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.